What is going on, YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we're on Twitter. As you can see on Goldenglue's Twitter, we're going to be talking about some controversy recently coming out of the LCS, where some craziness happened involving Goldenglue. He posted this twit longer about it. It's nothing too crazy, but we're just going to be kind of running through all the just information, just the incidents that happened. So we can start by taking a look at this twit longer. In which he said what happened with Golden Guardians. He starts off by saying his situation is very odd. He would have never guessed in this position if you asked him at the end of Spring Split. Obviously, Golden Guardians was a playoff team. Goldenglue was their mid laner the whole split. He says he was an intricate part of a playoff team. He says he had the most MVPs in their wins. But if you look at the stats for mid laners from the Spring Split of LCS, Goldenglue was towards the bottom of the league in pretty much every statistical category for mid laners. So maybe when he played well, they won. But I believe they finished very close to 500, if not under 500. They didn't have an amazing record, and if he was MVP in their wins, he must have been pretty lackluster in their losses, or maybe a reason that they did lose so many games. So when I talked about this in the past, I wasn't too surprised that he actually got replaced, but now that we come to find out some of the information that's in the twit longer, some of it I do think seems pretty bad, and I don't know where Goldenglue's career is going to go from here, from being on Cloud 9, winning in the, I don't know if it was the semifinals or the finals, where he subbed in against like TSM and won games 4 and 5, helped them get to Worlds, like all this crazy stuff, and now all of a sudden he might just be out of a job completely in LCS or Academy, partly because of the timing issues, partly just because the situation's so crazy and he's had so many chances and stuff, and just doesn't seem to even be a mid-level mid laner in the LCS, but who knows. So 1 week before practice scheduled to begin, he had a call with management informing him that there was a chance damonte could join the team. He'd be tried out for the spot. We know damonte was on Dignitas before. He was their academy mid laner. They were looking to move him. And at the time, Goldenglue was allowed to reach out to other teams if he wanted to, but he thought that his best chance of making Worlds were on Golden Guardians. He thought they were a playoff team last split. Now we have a chance to maybe improve a little bit coming into summer. Maybe we can get into the top 3. So he wanted to stay on Golden Guardians. He didn't really reach out to other teams or look for anything. And maybe that was his mistake in all of this, was them kind of giving the writing on the wall to him that, hey, you might be getting replaced. You might want to start looking around. And he's just like, no, I'm going to stay here. A little foreshadowing. Maybe that doesn't work out for him. So practice started without damonte joining yet. Damonte was still on Dignitas. They hadn't worked anything out. They wanted to give academy players some time in scrims before they started because they were doing pretty well. So ablazeolive and darshan started playing, and ablazeolive got a pentakill against Immortals the first day. Immortals pretty bad, so it wasn't too big of a deal, but Goldenglue was a little bit worried that he was going to lose his spot. So at the end of this tryout, they decided that ablazeolive was actually going to start in the LCS, and that's pretty crazy news that ablazeolive was going to be a starting LCS mid laner, because we haven't really seen him get his big break in the LCS yet. So Goldenglue was really upset, but he still had his academy spot. Come a few days later, in this part of the twit longer, now Dignitas has traded damonte to Golden Guardians, so now Golden Guardians is going to be going with damonte in the main spot, and they're going to be going with ablazeolive back into their academy spot because he already won the tryout over Goldenglue. Maybe they even had to, I think they tried out again against each other or something, but like they had already chosen ablazeolive once, so why would they not choose him again? So this was now very, very close to the LCS. 1 week before LCS, they decided that they were going to go with ablazeolive in the academy. So now Goldenglue, a week before LCS starts, he's out of his LCS job. A couple weeks ago, he was an LCS starter. Then he loses LCS job, loses his academy job, and now it's a week before LCS starts, and he has nowhere to go. Golden Guardians helped him reach out to other teams, but a week before the season starts, everyone has their academy and their main rosters full. There's nowhere for him to go. So now he starts thinking about his future. He's deciding whether going forward he wants to get into coaching or if he wants to continue playing or whatever. But pretty much in the end, Golden Guardians and him have mutually agreed to terminate his contract. He's not going to be coaching for them. He's not going to be helping out them. He's not going to be playing on the team. He's currently a free agent looking for both playing and coaching opportunities, which again is pretty crazy. You can see here it's on his Twitter. He's just a pro League of Legends that used to have Golden Guardian stuff everywhere. He still has a Golden Guardians picture, but he now has SKT stuff at the top. But Cloud9 does have a history of making people look a lot better, and once he left Cloud9, again, he had good runs on Golden Guardians. He had a lot of MVPs. He had, carry performances every once in a while, but over the course of the whole split, he had bottom tier LCS mid laner, potentially even not even LCS caliber mid lane stuff. I do think he's better than like Ryoma. I do think he's better than like Ica right now. Probably even better than like Insanity and guys like that. But so in that sense, I do think he deserves an LCS spot, but I do think newer people deserve shots over him just because he hasn't been improving. He's had so many chances in the LCS, and while he's gotten better from where he used to be just not even close to LCS caliber. Now he is, he can be competitive in the LCS mid lane, but mid lane's such an important position. I don't know if he's even considered role swaps ever. I think that could be something interesting for him. But now he's looking for player and coaching opportunities. I wonder if even he could. I think he would be good as a coach because I do think he is very well spoken. He obviously knows a lot about the game. He has huge experience in the pro scene. Maybe that would help him out as like a coach, GM, anything like that, analyst. He's very well spoken, like on the desk. I don't know if he could do something like that. I don't think his stream does too well, so I don't know if he could just go straight into content creation. But he has a ton of opportunities. He's gonna be okay. But it'll be really interesting to see where this goes because I do think he's obviously good enough for at least an academy spot, potentially even an LCS spot. But right now he is completely out of a job, and Golden Guardians kind of did him dirty. How everything worked out, leaving him with no spot with a week before the season starts and just nowhere to go, and that is a pretty big problem and kind of a not so cool of a move by Golden Guardians. But I guess it's business, stuff happens. But Golden Guardians and Goldenglue definitely got the short end of the stick there. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you think about the Goldenglue situation. Do you think he's going to get another chance as a player? You think he's going to end up as a coach or whatever? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, save down the latest content. Check out the link for Robinhood in the description below if you want to receive a free stock just for signing up. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.